So you see, it's not that their application is no longer there. There are certain verses in the Quran which tell us that they are God's prerogative. And that is, the Almighty tells us that punishment of polytheism, punishment of apostasy, and punishment of disbelief is something only which He can do. So He did this in the era of God's messengers through them. And He's going to do it again on the day of judgment. But in the post prophetic era, none of us has been given this authority. So it's not that their application has been taken away. They have been made to sit in a particular era of time to make us realize that, remember, that this is being done so that you are constantly being reminded of the day of judgment. So these lesser days of judgment, which are being created in the prophetic era, in the time of every messenger, in which people are rewarded or punished, they're meant to remind us, like people like us who are living in the post-prophetic era, that look here, their judgment came in this world. They were punished in this world. Your judgment might not come in this world. It's going to be deferred to the day of judgment. But don't forget, it's not going to come. So basically, their relevance is still there. That those verses tell us that reward and punishment took place in the eras of God's messengers, and we must not become ignorant of that fact. We must realize that it's going to take place. The only thing that makes us lose sight of the fact is that we are not being punished in this world the way those nations were. So you see, today we are not always punished. So we are being reminded to remember, if this is not taking place in this era, it's not that it's not going to take place ever. It's going to take place, and for that you have to wait for the day of judgment. So the relevance is always there, but in order to make those days of judgment happen, certain directives had to be given and confined to that era.